Oh, we get to hear the music. I'm just gonna let him go with this. He's super muted. I tried to unmute you and you wouldn't let me. Well, it's Friday, huh? Alex, start
Yeah.
over. Say
Happy
hello.
Friday, everybody, since you can hear me this time, and welcome back to Fresh Bag Bets, powered by BetSports, as you see up there at the top, because we're in StreamYard today. We are your daily dose of quick hit handicapping and sports betting picks. Joining me with a properly working background today, Mr. Andy Molitor. It's good to see that I can see your eyes, and it's not like slowly translating you into the background. I didn't realize that'd be a problem with the baby blues.
Yeah, it was straight out of Twin Peaks. Like, the background was eating me? Like when oh god, I can't think of what's the Asian gal's name? Who Oh boy, it's been a while since I did a rewatch of the original series. You remember when and spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the original Twin Peaks, I'm fucking sorry. That movie it came out in the early 90s.
Josie Packard.
Yeah, when she gets like absorbed into a wooden drawer handle, like or something, that's a thing that happens. Apparently, at least in the Pacific Northwest, but yes, it is Friday. Not a lot to bet on just because I haven't fired off on many EPL bets. I can talk about some stuff I looked at this morning. I read a few articles, but otherwise just some golf and tennis. My tennis pick from yesterday was not played because the weather was shitty in Washington. I don't know. I know you're handicapping WTA and they are playing there too. Is it looking pretty bad today again? Like they haven't played any there yet, have they?
Well, it generally starts just after the show. So actually, let me pull it up. I
I,
didn't
I
think
know,
of
but
that.
with the fact that they were behind, I thought maybe the order of play would be, hey, let's it's Friday, guys. We got to play championship games this weekend. Like, are we gonna fire away earlier? But there's nothing there's 3 men's matches that are not completed from yesterday. The women did finish their matches yesterday. So I don't
I
know.
think the women are through the quarters. I think we're okay.
Yeah, they got to finish 3 men's matches, and yeah, Cressy Rublev didn't take place. It may not even happen today if the weather doesn't improve. So we will see. I still like that one a bit. Kelly was a little worried because of Rublev's motor. He called it if he had to play in the midday heat compared to when he was supposed to play last night. But maybe it gets pushed back to the evening anyway. But yeah, Dimitrov, Korda has none of them have more than I guess Tiafo and Van de Zandschlupensee. They have I don't know. It's a Dutch guy. They got to play their third set. It just started. So a lot of
Van
tennis
de
to happen there
Zandt.
yet.
Shoot.
Van de
Bowditch.
Zandschlupensee.
Bowditch. There's not too many Bowditches in the world. Or Bowditch.
Yeah, it's Van de Schloop. It sounds like straight out of that scene with the German gal from Blazing Saddles. Like you're just making up fucking words, guys. But no, Dutch guy who is taking Tiafo to the third set. Otherwise, let's start with. Do you want to start with tennis? I'll
Well,
just
what
do
about
that
the game
because.
last night? And
Oh yeah.
condolences to everybody in their unders.
Oh, should we do the? Oh, I'm addicted to crack. It's I bet the under.
I saw a
Like
lot of Jaguars and a lot of unders out there. And if you didn't see the score, it didn't go that way.
no, we did a deep dive. We said we're just gonna do it and talk and have fun and talk to the people, but we ended up making a bet anyway. We said Jaguars second half because oh man, the quarterback for the Raiders was a big step down, and Slaughter, despite not being there for too long, he he is kind of a preseason hero, and in preseason hero fashion, he drives the length of the field. Basically, the only time in the second half that they had a long sustained drive, drives the length of the field, scores a touchdown late to get you all the chalk. Your second half favorite, your second half over, the full game over, everything chalky came home on the heels of Slaughterhouse 5, as we call him. He's a Minnesota legend because he has been with the Vikings for several preseasons, and that guy has had some hellaciously fun preseason exhibition kind of performances. But yeah, fun one for us because I hate how they celebrated it because it's like, oh, we moved the market so much. Well, it's an exhibition game and a bunch of people bet it because you said so. But like when Rass says, hey, we're going to bet the Raiders, and I still had a Raiders pick 'em out there, I'm like, well, I'm going to bet this because I could just buy back later if I want to and get a nice middle. Didn't do that until halftime. So it was nice. I didn't have much on either, like we said last night, lunch money, but lunch money times 2 because Raiders full game and Jags coming back into a nice, cute little middle. So it's nice to be up a couple bucks on the preseason, I guess. And
so 2 gyros today, or maybe 2 bowls of pho.
I said I was going to go to Outback, and I immediately regretted it because I went to Outback yesterday. And that's why I said it. Like, shit, I can't go twice. But going to the Twins game tonight. So I'll take that money, buy the family some hot dogs.
That's a
we
good
don't have
dad.
dome dogs anymore. But they are called, I think they're just called Twins hot dogs or some shit. Ravens second half. That wasn't a thing. So,
Tweeners.
All right, on to back to Washington, D.C. I don't have a bet because the men's is so far behind, but we are into the quarters, like you said, of Washington WTA, and you've got some action in this is the nightcap if it happens.
If it does happen, like you said, the weather not looking terribly fantastic. It looks like they'll start play. I think they'll get everything started about noon. And I don't know why tournaments don't push start times earlier. It looks like they could be playing tennis right now, and they're not for some reason unbeknownst to me. But looks like there'll be some rain, thunderstorms right around dinner time, East Coast time, and hopefully that clears out so they can finish everything. But we've actually got a bet on the first match of the day. Cal and Sky, we took that yesterday, and good thing we did. It's all the way down to plus 130, and honestly, it's still ticking down. So hopefully CLV is our friend this time because she is just taking money like crazy against Kanepi.
I got what was the best number you got on Cal and Sky?
Plus 175.
I was gonna say, yeah, you and Vinny both were on that, I think, and I went and hunted. I found a
Vinny has plus 210.
Yeah, I found a 170. Looking at a 170, and then I took a little on her handicap too. So that feels good. She's way down, so good. Good for us. Hopefully, we can start the day with some winners, and then the order of plays, right? Correct, right?
This is as far as I know. Yeah, this will be the last match for the women. Might be a men's match after this, but hopefully it'll be last on the order to play to date. Ludmila Samsonova, who everybody kind of forgot. She took a little bit of break during grass season because you notice the ova on the end of her name. She is affiliated with the country of Russia, and those players were not allowed into Wimbledon. So I think everybody kind of tucked her away and forgot about it a little bit. Has played 2 really strong matches here. It did take her 3 sets to beat Tomljanovic, but Tomljanovic is playing at a very high level. She came in, Samsonova, cold here, beats Mertens in 2 sets. Just some really great tennis here. Looking at Emma Raducanu, probably should have lost that match to Camila Osorio yesterday, and it was a mess. Just an absolute war. 2 really long tie breaks, a couple MTOs. Osorio definitely had her chances. So I think I'm a little worried about how healthy Raducanu is going to be, what her fatigue is going to be like, where Samsonova is coming here pretty fresh, playing some great tennis. And honestly, outside of all those factors, I have Samsonova as a favorite in this match, closer to like minus 125 or so. So plus anything looks good to me, even maybe minus 105. And again, this one's starting to move a little bit. So poke around. There should still be some plus numbers floating around out there. Otherwise, take anything minus 105 or better against Samsonova tonight against Emma Raducanu.
I actually paid attention to the sheet today. And when we say sheet, we have a shared Google Doc where we put our picks in. So producer Dan can produce these graphics for us and help get the show moving along. And I got a plus 106. So I'm feeling good. I'm on the right side of evens. So we're sitting there. And I have more women's bets than men's now. This is nice. I don't know. So Samsonova. You had both ends of the order of play tonight. And then today, I said this yesterday. I said maybe one of my morning matches from golf yesterday will be an afternoon today. Everything I bet was the afternoon today. So looking at my golf for the day, it looks like Aaron Rye is 2 under. That's good for my full tournament stuff. The Billy Horschel Webb Simpson pillow fight continues. The cut line is looking like -2. So the beauty, and this is maybe not the most fucked up thing about golf betting. Because the most fucked up thing about golf betting is explaining anybody dead heat cut rules or dead heat rules where it's like, hey, well, there was 7 guys, but there was only 4 spots. So you have to take that. Then you have 4/7 minus the stake and then this. And you divide that by your odds and try to explain like how you lost money winning a bet. But the worst / best part about golf matchup betting is when you lay a handicap, and it's often -1.5 in full tournament matchups or half a stroke in a daily one. The -1.5 can win if your guy finishes the end of the day Friday 1 stroke better than his opponent. Even though it should be 2 strokes if it's on both sides of the cut line. That's my favorite way to win that. If the cut's 2, your guy's right on the cut, and the opponent is 1 less, misses the cut, still wins. So I'm kind of hoping that's what I'm hoping for in the Billy Horschel Webb Simpson one, just right on either side of the cut line, because those are the most hilarious ways to win. But today, couple starting about an hour and a half. It looks like Harris English, another fade for him. I played JT Poston. I never know how to want to say his name. I've heard announcers say it both ways. I know Poston is more fun. I'm pretty sure it's Poston because we do call him the Postman. But he's somebody I backed here. I'm looking at my averages on him. He was a guy whose form was good coming in. I wasn't super sure on fairways and greens with him, but nice course fit. I've talked a couple times about the Harris English fade. He's good. I love him. I bet on him many times over the years. He was somebody I really liked to back, but he had hip surgery. And since he's been very, very inconsistent over the past, 6 weeks or so since he has come back from, it's a fair size injury for, when you're rotating every shot like that. And we've seen, I don't know, just feeling different after coming back, but we've seen some big inconsistencies in this game where we could have some blow up rounds. So hoping for a blow up round, because like I said, I have him in a full tournament matchup too. I would like him to just go away and let Aaron Rye win that one for sure. And then on the other side of the matchups here, I have Keith Mitchell fade. Tyler Duncan. Keith Mitchell's another guy too that I will usually back, but Keith Mitchell was lower in my stuff, even though he has one of the better forms coming in. He's played pretty decent lately, and I think sometimes when you have a guy who's played, or a team, anything like that, whose form is in form, but you think maybe they don't match up well against the next opponent, or in this case on this course, there is a chance to fade them at a good price because the market seems to like him, and getting him at a favorite price against Tyler Duncan here feels like a good spot to take advantage and get a dog price. He missed the cut at the Open, but I mean, it's a major. Before that, some really nice performances. 3 straight top 20s at the Memorial RBC and Travelers, decent at Genesis, but I don't care for some of his driving accuracy. His greens and regulations are fair, but if you're going to be spraying it, he is a little bit of a bomber. Bombers are guys I was fading here, so fading him with my guy T Dunks. I don't know if many people are super familiar with
I have no idea who either of these people are. If you had asked me what the first names of both of these men are, it would have been a complete guess.
Keith Mitchell is just Harris English. Like, he's one of the 6 guys who all went to Georgia around the same time, and they all look basically the same. Like Hudson Swafford, Keith Mitchell, Harris English. They're all the same people. Killer Keith, they call him. But yeah, T Dunks, a little bit shorter off the tee, way better with his driving accuracy, better with his greens and regulations. Putting can be a little hit or miss, although I really liked his results down at the Barbasol. Like I said that last week, I liked people who were aggressive down at the Barbasol. So Duncan over Mitchell, plus 117, and that's it for the day. That might be all our picks. We're a little light. Dan had some
And do we want to try to just randomly pick some EPL? We generally do good live random picking soccer.
Liverpool team total over 2.5 tomorrow on the card, says producer Dan.
Talk me out of a Crystal Palace Arsenal over. It's 2.25, Andy.
Jesus.
I think I get plus money on 2.5.
Oh,
this is a trap, right?
I read an article today that
plus
liked
112.
Crystal Palace as a. They have these matchups. This would be something. You're always on the. And look at this. Always on the opposite side of me with this AD guy. That's what sucks is he's good too. So I guess, I think we're about 50-50 going head to head. So I like my chances there because I got a good price.
I think the postman delivers. The very least, he rings twice.
He rings twice at least. But this is something I would like to dig into, and I hate tying up money for this long, despite doing it a bunch with the NFL. They had a bunch of matchups in EPL on Bovada where it's like this team versus this team. So, just who finishes higher between these two teams. Those are my jam. I like that sort of thing. And somebody did like Crystal Palace over a couple teams. So that's a squad I like. Maybe if I bet it, I would just
team
bet
total over 1.5 is like plus 295.
Yeah. It feels like a terrible match.
2 goals against Arsenal? Come on.
I might bet 0-0.
Oh, you're going the other way.
Yeah. That's what
that's why I was worried, because that just screams over, and I just know nothing. Just nothing about this. I just know Crystal Palace scores a lot.
Noops looking fit.
What happens when you shave the beard, AD?
Yeah, you shave the beard. Maybe say something nice about me once in a while, AD. But no bets. I'll look into. I don't know. I decided this with the the success of the Euros and the women's Euros. I decided that I'm only betting tournament play. So I'll look into maybe soccer and see which tournaments. Like they were playing the Pokal. Every single major, even minor, European soccer league has a tournament in season. Like that's what's so funny about, oh my gosh, the WNBA is doing this Commissioner's Cup and the NBA might do this. Like this is a thing everybody does, man. The European basketball leagues, if you're good, you're playing in 2 leagues at the same time, essentially. You got to play in your home league while you're playing Euro League because you're good enough. Or, soccer, you can be playing in 4 tournaments at once along with your home league because you'd be playing in the FA Cup and you'd be playing in the Champions League and, you might have the Community Shield coming up. So I'm a tournament guy. So maybe I need to dig into some of those as we get going through the dog days of summer here, but we'll be back next week with some more NFL stuff. We'll have the actual first week of NFL preseason to talk about later in the week. I'll bet some soccer. You'll bet some tennis. We'll have golf. Maybe we'll get Matt back. He'll talk some baseball. Dan can come talk football again. We'll have plenty of stuff next week. So I'm not even too worried about being light today.
I can dig it. They'll manage. They'll find enough stuff.
Yeah, go bet whatever you want, guys. Get crazy with it. Just go have a nice Friday. Go
spend some time with your family. Football's coming.
Water park tomorrow, Alex. And the casino.
Blackjack practice. I like it.
Yeah, you got to get ready for Vegas.